that.
And look at this one, another massive heat, 25 minutes, junior quarterfinals, heat 2 with Kiyato Sato from Japan and Tully Roberts from Queensland, Australia, Sunshine Coast, both amazing competitors, and these guys can both pull out some strong surfing, with Tully winning the junior state titles and Kiyato definitely a strong competitor, a previous winner from one of the Future Pros events here on the Gold Coast, and a local D-Bar boy, which will work in his advantage.
Yeah, another great matchup. I'm really excited to see this one, and yeah, it's going to be exciting. They've both been serving really well. Kaito seems to have definitely favoured the rights, and he gets those big extended rolls he's been showing us all day long. And
we'll see how he goes with that, because just with this high tide, I mean, they're sitting in that middle bank right where predominantly it will break right, but it seems those lefts, we're getting more lefts at the moment. Those rights just aren't quite holding up with that wind. Mind you, I say that, and here comes one right now. Tully's having a look at it.
Paddling in, Tully Roberts taking off, just
nice spin. Bit of power and a roll off the end, pushing through the white water. That was a well-executed forward spin. He spun real quick on that one into the pocket.
Yeah, here's this replay I'll talk us through. Look at this, just real nice, stylish, keeps those legs nice and crossed, and then up to this. Good start for Tully Roberts. Combination there, successful spin roll.
Some scores on the board.
Kaito will be sitting out there waiting for a ride of his own. Perhaps this could be one for him right here. No, deciding not to have a look at that, as it doesn't even look like it's going to break. Still some real fun, contestable conditions out there today, Dave.
Here we go. Joey, we've got Kiyato up on his first left, racing under, scooping. Oh, there's an ARS possibly on that one, completed.
I think so, and I reckon the judges have a straight-on view of that, so they would have loved that angle and
sometimes
straight into it.
You can hear the beach commentary sometimes when the volume raises up a few decibels. You know that something spectacular happened down the beach there. Here's the replay of Kiyato Sato, right on red, scooping down on this one. Look at that section. And a flip. Beautiful, beautiful. The judges will definitely have seen that from a better angle, but I think that's a pretty good scoring way from my point of view.
Very nice.
There we go.
5.67, and Tully Roberts' first combination coming in at 4.67, so still close between the two athletes out there. And wow, Kaito just not playing it safe at all, straight for the flip and landing it very cleanly.
Definitely one to watch out for in the future. Kiyato Sato from Japan, but currently living on the Gold Coast. Very strong competitor.
Here is another right. Tully Roberts with that first priority, just having a little look, but deciding not to go. Kind of the waves starting to hold up a lot more to inside on that bank at the moment with this rising tide.
It's making it a little bit different. The banks will definitely change. As that tide drops out, we'll see a lot more waves up at the northern end, up at Lovers Rocks. And as the tide fills in, people will definitely head. You can see there's more swell catching in that southern corner of D-Bar as we sit in the commentary tent here and spectate.
Yeah. This incoming tide means the water will be flowing back into the river, the Tweed River. Beautiful opening. Got a nice breakwall, which you would have been seeing over and over again in the back of the screen. And yeah, it goes into a real beautiful river system. Yeah, well, there's plenty to do, plenty of people living along that river system, and yeah, real beautiful part of the world.
How dreamy is it? Wouldn't it be nice to live in one of those huge castles along the Tweed River there? Like...
Oh, yeah. Definitely just they have their jet skis parked out the front and can just go straight from the back door out down to go surf somewhere. And
amazing fishing. We've been watching fishing vessels come and go all day, and just amazing flora and fauna and sea life around here. Such a beautiful part of the country. And here we go, Kiyato Sato, forward spin on this one, looking for something else. As I was saying before, those rights, they're just not quite holding up, and people have been scoring a lot better on those lefts, I think.
Yeah, shout out to everyone supporting Kaito from Japan. If he's got any Japanese fans watching along, give a little shout out in the YouTube comments. I'm sure he really appreciates that. I know there's a good little Japanese bodyboard community here in the Gold Coast as well. And nice forward spin there for Tully.
Another one. Is it going to offer
steezy.
anything else at the end of this wave? Had to kick out, unfortunately.
He's got some real steezy spins on him. I like his style and flow that he's exhibiting. Look at this, just comes in, nice elbow placement there, just inside the rail and lands it cleanly, and then just up with the lip a little bit there. 3.3 for that.
Kiato is out the back looking at this set coming through, paddling across. Isn't going to give him what he wants. Not quite.
Not quite. Still just holding up a bit. Kind of a bit more fat now. You can see less and less sections being offered, especially on those rights. It looked like the lefts are still giving the sections maybe a bit straighter, and the rights a bit more fat and not quite giving those same roll bowls that we've been seeing earlier in the morning.
Yeah, the lefts are a little bit straighter, but they're standing up a bit more and giving them a bit more of a lip and a section to hit. And the rights, they look maybe a little bit longer, but a bit crumbly and a bit weak for the competitors out there. But if you're just tuning in, guys, thanks everybody for tuning in. We've got 19 minutes remaining on this juniors quarterfinal, Heat 2 at the IBC Rising Series, City of Gold Coast Future Pros. And we're back with just a bit of a lull there. We're just running an ad for the IBC. Very proud to have the IBC on board. And look who we've got back in the tent.
Yo.
Mullets are us.
Once again, mate, what a heat. That was unreal, and right to the end with that ARS, and real cleanly landed as well. How was that? That was competitive.
Yeah, that was good. I was just like, nothing else to do, and that wave came through. I was like, the other guy's in there, so I'll just take this one and get my last wave.
Yeah. How does it change for you being in like a man-on-man? Because clearly you use your priority 2 or 3 times to block him, and like a lot of strategy. Tell us about how that changes for you.
Just playing a bit of cat and mouse.
It looked
Wasn't
like
used to that, but yeah.
No.
When it's one-on-one, like versing someone, it's really tough.
And you definitely use it to your advantage, the priority system. You know, you prevented Federico from to some action there, the replay. That was, here he is.
Look at this. Look how clean this is. And then watch your mouth. You go, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, I was very happy.
You know, congratulations to Federico for coming all the way over here and competing. And he done such a great job to make it in the top 8 competitors as well. But you showed your true skill out there, scoring a 7 and then securing your first position with that ARS at the end there. Like, well done on that.
It's such a challenge to verse him. Probably one of the hardest I've versed.
Yeah. No, I've heard that he's very present out in the water.
Yeah.
You're looking over your shoulder like, where is this guy? He's a threat.
He moves around a lot.
He's a threat. You can feel he's present, and he was hungry out there. You could see he had 4 attempts at a flip on the lefts, you know, and unfortunately didn't complete any of them to your advantage, obviously, and making you hold that first position. But it was any man's game out there. It was a tough heat by the looks of it.
Yeah, it was very, very tough.
Yeah, well done. And now you're through the juniors quarterfinals into the semi-finals tomorrow.
Very
Congratulations on your win.
Yeah. Any more last words?
No.
Fair enough. Save the energy for tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Thank you, mate. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, so there we go. Once again, Chase just surfing so well today and really stamping down his authority in that last heat. And
he still looks like he's got energy to burn, Chase Thompson. Like, you know, he's so determined. You can tell he's definitely got what it takes, you know, and he's so positive and still frothing. You know, he'd be frothing with the win. Here we go here, Kiato. Down the line. Not a bad right, this one. Looking for something. Oh, he's just unlucky. Nice projection on the roll, but unfortunately not enough power in that wave to keep him on top of it.
Yeah, I'll run this through this relay. You see, he just checks his shoulder, make sure he's not causing any problems, and the section that he wanted just didn't quite produce itself, so he wasn't able to get that projection into the flats, and that's an incomplete maneuver there. Still looking to back up that 2.43, but holding the lead nonetheless at the same time.
Yep, Kyoto Sato still out in front, the rider in red, with just under 15 minutes remaining with a total score of 8.1. You can see the score is a little bit lower here. The waves have slowed down a little bit. Hopefully we get a little bit of a pulse in sets in this heat so we can see some action. Here he goes. He's looking at this left. Kyoto Sato, rider in red, down the line, hoping for something, and another flip attempt off that. But again, just got hung up with that high tide. It's making it a little bit tricky. And Tully Roberts still sitting in second. Here's the replay. We'll run you through that.
Yeah, he's loving his left flips. Look at this, just speeding down, and a bit of a section here going again to try and increase that lead. Not able to land that one, Kaito. Paddling back out with a lot of vigour.
Yeah, Tully Roberts sitting in second, waiting very patiently, currently in priority with a total score of 7.97. And he only needs a 3.44 to jump into first. So there's still just under 14 minutes remaining, and it is highly likely for Tully Roberts to have a little bit of a comeback here in this quarterfinal for the juniors.
Yeah, that's it. Still really close. 8.1 and 7.97. Only 0.13 of a
Not
score
much in
separating them. So, but yeah, half the heat remaining.
That's right.
These 25-minute heats really giving that extra time and allowing, multiple sets to come through during that time. Tully having a little look, deciding not to pursue that wave as it didn't break. Bit of drop knee action going on in the free surfers down the beach.
Oh, I missed it.
Sometimes the sets hit one bank and not the other, and
Yeah.
yeah, right now there's been some nice sets down the beach.
I'll just have a look at these tides and see if it's going to start running out. All
I
right.
think it's about a 3:30 high, so it's still probably pushing in for a bit longer.
Okay.
Double check. Kaito still holding the first position, second priority. Tully playing the patient game, showing some competitive maturity as he, just waiting for a wave that's going to suit his strengths. And he's been showing us today that he's got the capability to get launched, to use speed, his speed that he can generate on a wave, and time that with a lip just to launch his frame out into the flats.
So out there at the moment, it is onshore, but it's only a gentle east-southeast wind, which is an onshore wind here, coming from the east-southeast direction. Just gentle winds, only about 14 kilometres an hour. And tomorrow, our forecast for rain, there's only a 45% chance of 1 mil, which is bugger all. It may actually just be a little bit overcast tomorrow, and we may not see any rain at all. We may just see a little sprinkle, but not enough to affect the comp or the judges and the beach commentary down there. Here we go, both riders having a look at this one. Tully Roberts, rider in yellow. 2 spins again, looking for multiple combination. 3rd spin, getting around, completing, and not quite being able to scoop a roll out of that last one. We'll see how that goes with the judges' score panel.
Yeah, using that priority, really nice spins, real technical there, and good bodyboarding. Gets the 3rd one around, but perhaps he should have gone and done a roll off that last section there. Probably would have had a higher scoring chance. Looking for a 3:44 to take the lead off Kaito, but now he's given that priority to Kaito with plenty of time remaining, so we'll see how he decides to use it and to see what kind of sets come through.
So the tide is still running in. We've still got 2.5 hours of incoming tide. So this tide is going to fill in a little bit more. As long as these winds stay gentle, it won't be too bad out there. But we'll just wait and see how these banks change. Kyoto looking at this set down the line on that left-hander, down the beach.
He's running it. Let's see if he gets
a nice roll off the end. Completed. Not a bad size wave there. Minimum waves to choose from with this incoming tide.
Yeah, we'll get this replay so you can see here. He's just keeping that high line at the start, and he's looking down the line here into the free surf zone and goes for the roll. And do we see him completed? It's kind of hard to tell from the camera angle we've got right there.
I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 5.5 he's been awarded. So that's really solidified his lead right now with Tully Roberts now looking for a 6.51. So Tully Roberts put in the hot seat all of a sudden.
With just under 10 minutes remaining, making it even harder for Tully Roberts to jump into first. He now needs a 6.51. One score on one wave or two combined scores put together to strengthen his position and knock Kiato Sato out of the first position.
Yeah, that's it. Very competitive man-on-man quarterfinals here, and Kaito straight back into it, finding that right that we all know that he loves. Nice projected roll, and he's going to go
and another
for
one.
2. Lands
nice double combination. 2 nice rolls there with nice extension of the arms and projection. You could tell there wasn't offering him much that wave. It wasn't a bad wave out of wave choices that we have at this time of the afternoon, but he definitely made the most of it. Look at that. And that may be enough to strengthen his score again with 2 maneuvers on that one wave.
Yeah, looking to back up that 5.5. Really nice bodyboarding there from Kaito. Straight off the bat of that last left he got, like he was right in the right spot. So really worked out for him there, and he's just being opportunistic, and you have to be in these kinds of competitions.
He's over here from Japan, going to school here on the Gold Coast, young Kiato, and such a humble, polite young man. Still speaks really good English for a Japanese, and such a strong competitor. At his current local break in D-Bar, he is using it to his advantage with the local wave knowledge.
Yeah, spends so much time out here, living not too far away. Kaito, I wouldn't be surprised if he's out here groveling away every day, working on his technique and his combos and all of that. And
yeah, he does get out and he travels around with the other local Gold Coast Bodyboard Club guys, Dan and Mitch Curtin, and heads over the border and hunting for waves. So yeah, good on him. He's doing such a good job in this heat so far with 7 minutes and 45 seconds remaining.
Yeah, good to see the local guys in the community here getting around him and giving him access to some more waves that maybe you need a car to get to up and down the coast, because it's just littered with really, really good setups, both reef and beach break, all up and down the coast here.
Now, you scored some waves, Joey, when you come up, didn't you, over at Stratty?
Yeah. Last couple of days before the event, we were just pumping, and we were just putting long sessions in and getting too many barrels to count.
It's such a good spot, Stratty. Another absolute swell magnet with just perfect A-frame bodyboard waves there. Very, very consistent wave. And because you've got to paddle across the channel, I mean, it does get busy. Kiato up on this one. Running down the line, looking for a bump to hit, and it's just, he pulled a reverse round, but got very wobbly at the end of that wave. And Tully down the beach there, rider in yellow, with a nice forward spin again, looking for a roll. Not a bad combination of manoeuvres there. Good style and good transition between the spin and the roll. I think that might be a bit better than his 3.3. We'll see what the judges award him for that.
Yeah, really nice exchange just there. Kaito here we have just kind of ran into the deep bit here, and the wave didn't really provide him with much, and you can see a bit of frustration there as he just kicks off with a little reverse. And then, yeah, the more successful of the waves here. Nice spin once again. Tully Roberts all day long, waiting for this section. Getting to it slightly late, but still managing to push a nice roll through and kicking off that one.
It's amazing, the guys from Absolute Streaming, the attention and the patience you've got to have, the focus, just to be looking down the lens of these cameras all day, trying to keep on the action. They're doing such a good job that they don't deserve, they deserve way more credit than what they get. They're doing all this work behind the scenes, and it is a very hard job, looking down the lens of a camera all day, focusing and trying to give you guys at home the best possible footage and angle they possibly can, so you can appreciate the skill level of these young competitors. So big shout out to the team at Absolute Streaming again. Thanks, guys. I always love working with you. You guys just keep getting better and better. The video quality is amazing. I noticed from the Lindsay Connolly last weekend up on the Sunshine Coast, the Lindsay Connolly Memorial drop knee shootout, Drop Knee Pro, I should say. Shout out to Stevie Ma as well and Lloyd Llewellyn, the guys for running that event in memory of my best mate Lindsay, who unfortunately passed away surfing at Noosa Heads up on the Sunshine Coast. They run this amazing memorial event. This year was the 7th year running. Shout out to Stevie Ma and his all bodyboard charters, and Lloyd Llewellyn, who is a long time another massive bodyboard family up on the Sunshine Coast. Lloyd Lenny and previous world champion Kira Llewellyn. Kiato Sato up and riding.
Look at this.
Not a bad set, this one. Looking for something. Nice invert off the top, Kiato. He just keeps going, and then we got Tully.
Straight into it, looking for a section here, getting a nice roll. Continuing along, maybe turn this one into a combination as well. He does go for another little roll. And
not a bad wave, but and a third one off the end. Kiato's wave was definitely looked good down the barrel of the gun there. When he's on, Kiato. Like today, it looks like he is on. So hopefully he'll get a bit of, here's the replay there of the rider in red, Kiato Sato, looking down the line, waiting for that section. Little projection off the top. Pretty tricky and bouncy with this high tide, but well done on that completion. Tully Roberts there with a roll. And another roll here. And trying to squeeze out a third one at the end.
Yeah, smaller, grovelly one there. Let's see if they're able to back up any of their scores. Tully did get a 5.1 for that spin to roll combination before reducing the need. He's only looking for a 6.08 now. Kaito's still sitting with his top 2 scores, hasn't managed to better them yet. I'm not sure if this invert has dropped yet, but perhaps it won't better it with the lack of projection. It was kind of maybe hit a little bit early.
Yeah, a little bit hung up.
Yeah.
It's very challenging, like with that high tide and the onshore winds. It's just hard to get that push and that projection. He's good at picking those rights. He's definitely got good wave selection. The local knowledge is working in his advantage. I am seeing a few sets come through the northern end of the beach. We might see a little bit of a pulse, hopefully, and hopefully the guys still score some waves with just under 3 minutes remaining in this juniors quarterfinal heat 2 down here for the IBC Rising Series. Got City of Gold Coast Future Pros.
Yeah, that's it. So following this, there'll be 2 more man-on-man heats for the day. And then we'll be left with the final day tomorrow, running semis for the junior man and finals, and then probably semis and finals in the cadets and droms as well.
100%.
Yeah, so
look forward to it. So make sure everybody tunes in tomorrow, and let's pray to Huey, the surf god, that he provides some crispy little barrels and some fun sections for the riders in this main event tomorrow, when we run all the semi-finals and finals.
Yeah, if this swell can just stick around for another 24 hours, I think we'll all be stoked.
Man, this place surprised me every time. We had an event down here, and it was supposed to be like 0.7 of a metre, and everyone's like, no, everybody was bummed before they even got here. Then we got here, and it was epic. It was just crystal clear, perfect winds all day, only 1 to 2 foot. But just so contestable, the conditions, hey, like it was super fun. It just had that really good shape, low tide, turquoise water, and plenty of waves on offer for the riders. It was still a very fun event, even though it was saying 0.7 of a metre, which is pretty much nothing. It was still a fun day to be had.
Yeah. Yeah, no, always provides such a consistent beach, always some sections to be hitting, and looks like Kaito is just dashing across here to get on this right.
He's hungry.
Good paddle there, and he's paddling into this one now. Let's see what he can do. Let's see if it ramps up for him. Going down low, forward spin, really nice surfing. Bit foamy on this. Reverse off a little.
Oh.
Reverse off a little section there, and
unlucky with just under 1 minute remaining in this quarter-final heat 2. Here's the Sun Zapper action replay of Kiato's wave, last wave.
Real nice spin, real stylish from the young Japanese rider, and wasn't going to do anything, so it didn't matter that he fell off on that last thing. Still sitting with a 2 mid-5s, holding the lead real comfortably, and 30 seconds Is there a set rolling through? Is Tully going to get an opportunity to have to one more crack at it? It looks like there could be something behind this wave.
25 seconds. He needs a 6.08.
He has to go this wave, and he has to do something critical.
There's one behind it, which looks all right. He's paddling out.
This could be the moment.
10 seconds remaining.
He needs to get momentum before the buzzer goes for it to count, and look at him paddling with
Is it
all
enough?
his
5
might.
seconds. He's on. This wave should count. Is it going to be enough? Oh, not bad, not bad. Will it be a 6